She is also a current board member of the National Coalition Against Racism in Sports, and it's a great honor to be able to introduce my friend Norma Redville.
I send you greetings from Minnesota and the National Coalition Against Racism, Sports, and Media. Our president and our leader, Clyde Belcourt and David Glass, could not be with you today, so they sent me instead, along with some other folks, but they cannot be replaced. They're in our hearts, and their spirit is here with you today. I just want to say that I want to know, everybody here who's under 30 and younger, raise your hands. All right. All right. You are our future. You are going to take up where we leave off. We started something, and you're going to finish it. And it's going to be your generation that stops out these racist names. It's going to be your generation that takes on issues of violence against Native women and violence and sexual assault against Native women. We are here to protect the women and children. We are not protesters. We are protectors. Each and every one of you are protectors of our culture, of our people, and our youth. My heart feels good today. I love you all. DC, change the mascot, Tara, Jackie, and all the rest of you that got people out, that showed up today. I am honored to be in your presence. Thank you very much.
Yeah!
And my Tlingit, I introduced myself. I'm from the Raven Sockeye clan. I come from the Raven house, and my Tlingit name is Kusin. It was given to me by my clan leader and clan elder. It was the name of his mother, and he wanted me to carry it. And I was thinking about him this morning as I was driving here today, because as I often do, I wanted to know what would he be saying today here if he was here. And I thought about all the R words, the rethink, rename, and change. Replace, sorry. Rethink, rename, and replace the R words. And I thought the one most important R word wasn't in our t-shirts today. It's the R word that we carry. It's the R word we carry in our hearts and in our souls. And it's the R word that I was taught from my elder. And when he taught me, one of the very first lessons, he said, Akya'ani, Ka'ayani, which means respect all things. Everything that you see out of your eyes, everything in front of your face, respect all things. Ka'ayani, respect all others. And when we're here today, that's what it's about. It's about respect. It's about respecting who we are, respecting, having others respect us, and recognize us in respect. And so today, when we were marching, and just a few minutes ago, when we saw those folks who decided it would be a funny thing to wear a war bonnet, a colorful gold and burgundy war bonnet, and to march in front of us in mockery. Or we listened during the prayer, as I did and you did, to the music that was blaring to try to sound us out from those on the other side. And in my heart, I kept saying, respect. So I'm not going to get angry at them. I'm angry, I might be frustrated, but I'm not going to get angry at them because I want to teach them. I want to educate them. I want to change the way that we live and the environment we live in. And we can only do that if we continue to respect ourselves and in turn respect all things. So when I think about the messages and I think about these young kids who came from Chicago and drove here, Ray, together this event, it was because it was all about us getting the thing that we need and want the most, and that is to our rightful place in this country. to be recognized, an R word, recognized and respected for our rightful place in this country. That's what this movement's about. We may say change the name, we're not mascots, but that is just a representation of something that is not good for us. So join with us today, and in my language I say, Wush in, we all come together. All come together. Let it not be forgotten. On our grandfather's land, let our voices be heard. Aya Uni, respect all people. Ganesh Chish, ho ho.
Yeah.
Good day, everyone. That's it. Today, Amanda Blackwood's age, yeah. She had a slow touching, but she so not Jenny, that's she had that another. I am from Big Mountain, Arizona, and I drove here last week from Kayenta, Arizona, which is on the Navajo Nation. And as I was driving, it took me 4 days to get here. I came with my mother and my nephew. On my journey, I drove through Bosque Redondo, which is where the Navajo Long Walk happened, and then on to Oklahoma, throughout Oklahoma, where my children's father lives, and where I dropped them off. Then we went up north, we went to Lawrence, Kansas, and was deeply saddened by the desecration of the sacred wetlands in Lawrence, Kansas. And then we drove on through to Kansas City, past the Kansas City Chiefs. And then we drove on up to Cleveland, near the Cleveland Indians. And then we went on to pass through Carlisle Indian School, and seen what was left, a fake cemetery. Then we drove on here. Then we went on to Philadelphia, and then up to Neshaminy School, up north, about an hour outside of Philadelphia. There's a school there called the Neshaminy Redskins. And we visited Donna and Anna, who are here today, and they have been fighting that issue for over 3 years. So let's give them a round of applause. Where's Donna and Anna? Donna and Anna, where are you? They're around here somewhere protesting. They are really riled up today. Where are they at? They're over there protesting. But my point is, in my journey I thought, wow, Native people have been through so much. And just one journey across the United States, we're able to see the remnants of colonization. And currently, right now, colonization at its best, still working against Native American people here with the NFL and with the Washington team. We have been at this for over 9 years now. Our lawsuit was filed in 2006. And right now, after we won our case, after the TTAB, the Trademark Trial and Appeals Board, ruled twice that the R word is racist, I am now being sued by Dan Snyder and his crew. And as Mr. Gregory said, they have no power.
Right.
I am not afraid of them. We will not back down. Yes, I am one person. There are 4 other people with this petition as well, but we are not afraid. We will continue to fight because this is a long time coming, and I think a name change is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. It has been such a beautiful thing to see after all of these years, to see this movement grow. This is a movement. This is no longer just a protest or a rally. This is a movement of people in this nation who have fought for many years, and our voice is being heard. And people out there are going to say, this is only a handful of people. Where are all your supporters? Who are out there? I spoke in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at the largest ever Native mascot protest. 5,000 Native American people came to support the issue. I was very proud. I was very emotional because after all these years, it's so great to see so many supporters when at one point there was just 1 or 2. When Suzanne Harjo introduced me to this, there was a handful of us, and all the crap that we got, it's at this point, it's nothing to me. It's nothing.
because this is so much stronger. We're so much more powerful, and we will not back down. So it's time to change the name, change the mascot, because we are not your mascots.